guys, so welcome to day 5 of building our project. Yesterday we left with our database PR file. Now let's create a SQLAlchemy model for our career analysis. This means defining the column, data types and the keys for our table analysis. So before that I want just to explain what is model. It is like a structure or a layout. Here basically we decide what the headers of columns are. So basically, if I want to give the example that when we enter data in our Excel spreadsheet, first we define the column names. Similarly, something like that. So we will write this code inside our model.py file. Let's start writing. Let me import some packages. We need column. Okay, we need an integer. What else? Let's say string. And one more maybe text. I think that's enough for now. Let's import our next package. We will inherit our base class that we have created in our database file. As you can see here, we are just importing that. Now let's create a class. Let's name it ResumeAnalysis and will inherit our base class here. I'll tell you later on what is the importance of this base. Okay, let me tell you now only. This base basically inherit all the things that we have written in the database PI, and this basically tells our SQLAlchemy that this class you have to treat as a database table. Now let's define the column first. Before that, let's give a table name. Let's give it as okay, we have created analysis, and then what we'll do is we'll give a column. We'll create one ID column. ID must be integer, so we'll pass integer, and then we want a primary key here, so let's assign primary key. It must be true, and then let's give it index also. Index is true. Okay, next column will need a resume underscore text. We'll create a column here also. Now we'll pass a text. No, we have to give it a false. Okay, so what the thing this is which I have written, resume text is equal to column, and I have selected text. Before that, mostly we use the string, but the string has some limitation like 255 characters, but the text can store more than that. So basically we are going to accept a resume in the next format. The resume can be more than 1000 words, so for that we are using a text. Next, let's create a job description. We'll create a column. We'll use same text. This is also important, so we'll give a nullable. match score. This we can keep this initially nullable false also. Let's say column score will be an integer. Let me correct this one. False. We'll write a missing skill. Column and we'll add one feedback. I think that's enough field for now. Okay, I think that's enough for now. What nullable is? Then nullable is basically a database constraint. It controls whether which field is necessary and which field is we can pass on. Next, when we heard basically null in a database, it does not mean 0 or false. It means basically no value exists. So we can pass the field without an value, or which we can pass an empty value. Now we have created our model.py, and yesterday we have created our database.py, but now we need to connect those files with our main.py. So let's install. First let's connect our database. We have created engine and our base class was there. So let's create this and let's import what we have just created. That is okay. We have done with this. Now there's one more thing, one more line we need to write. I'll explain it just a second. Now what this line basically represent is, this lines tell that scan all the model inheriting from the base class. Next we need to find the ResumeAnalysis, that is our table, and then check if that table exists. If not, then this line will create that table automatically. So that's the importance of this line. Now we have connected our both database.py and model.py to our main file. Now we have to check if everything is right. So for that, let's run our project in a terminal. Let's choose our code first. As soon as we hit enter, we have to check that our database, that is AI Career Mentor, that database file need to be created in our left section. So, okay, there's some error, and let's fix this first. Okay, there's a primary key error. Let's check in the model.py. Primary key can't locate in any. Okay, is this any small thing? Let's check. We'll save it. Okay, now metadata. Let's correct it in main. I think the command is in small. Let's save it. Okay, base.metadata. There is something wrong with the file. Let's check if this is a smaller case. Let's save it. Okay, I think we have cleared all the errors. Wait till it restarts. Okay, I think our database file will be created. Okay, now you can see our career.mentor.db. Our basically data file, a physical file is created in our folder. So we can call this a success for now. So let's call it a day. We have done today. Let's go through it once again. We have created our model.py. So basically a structure for our table. We gave it a table name. We created some column. We use some properties. Then we have connected both our model.py and database.py files to our main.py. We have just imported both here, as you can see. Then we have written the line. So if what this line basically does is it scan all models from inheriting from the base. It find resume analysis, then check if that table exists, and if not, it basically create that again. So we can call today as a success. And again, if you have any suggestions, do let me know in the comment section, and thank you.